Welcome, everybody. You are viewing a 45-minute overview of the Credo reference account for Discus schools in South Carolina. I'm going to be focusing on content that's really accessible from 5th grade all the way up through 12th grade. I'll be showing you how to access it, why you might want to access it, and share it with end users. This video is shareable. You're welcome to share this with parents, students, faculty, anybody that you think might find use learning how to use Credo. My name is Lisa Hill. I am the trainer here at Credo. I can be reached at Lisa, it's L-I-S-A, .hill, H-I-L-L, at credoreference.com if you have any questions. With that, let's just jump right in. So I'm going to begin today's demonstration by asking the question, just what is Credo Online Reference Service? Credo Online Reference Service is a research starting point. And this is paid for by the State Library of South Carolina. It is a fully free service that you can access. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. So I'm going to talk about what Credo is while comparing it to other things that you're probably super familiar with. So what is Credo Reference? I said it's a research starting point. It's a place where you can gather background information to begin your research. Now, with Google, Google's a research, it's a big search engine. When you search Google, you're searching the open web, you're searching websites, blogs, images, ads, videos, everything is thrown into Google results. With Credo, you are searching a specific list of 800 encyclopedias, dictionaries, atlases, etc. Academic resources, written by academic publishers, vetted by publishers, and it's not editable. So you'll be searching encyclopedias, dictionaries, fact books. We do have images and videos as well, atlases. So I'm going to show you how you can search and begin your research with Credo rather than Google, kind of steer your kids towards an academic resource, particularly nowadays when everything on the open web there's so much disparate information and confusing information out there. Teach them that they can use the library to actually get factual information, and they can do that with Credo. Now, I mentioned that we're a database, but we're also an online encyclopedia. You can think of us that way. I'm sure you're all familiar with Wikipedia, and that has over 5 million articles, and they're user-generated, and they're editable. With Credo, you're searching over 4 million articles, or nearly 4 million, I should say. But all the articles are written by experts and published by respected publishing houses, and they are not editable at all. They all contain full citations. So think of us as a general reference database that you can search, made up of 800 individual titles. 800 plus. It's actually more than 800, but we'll get into that. So you start your research. We do have content accessible for 5th graders all the way up through 12th grade, and I'm going to be showing you what that means a little bit later on. Now, when talking about the content, you have access to about 800 plus e-books on the Credo reference database. And those are the books that will be returning results in your result page when you run a search in Credo. I'm going to start by describing Credo content by telling you what it is not. We're not Overdrive. You're not going to find full text novels. You're not going to find poetry or graphic novels or anything like that. What you are going to find is reference content, enrichment content, content that will help your students get their homework done, filled with images, again, all fact-based, and filled with citations as well, if you'd like to start teaching those students how to properly cite material. We also have some useful study tools, including topic pages and a mind map. Mind map is a visual search tool. I'm going to give you a demo of those things as well. But I wanted to give you a little taste that we're not just ebooks, we're not just a searching database, but we have some fun tools that will be engaging to your students as well. So the agenda for today, I'm going to tell you how to find Credo as a resident of South Carolina. I'm going to show you how to treat Credo like a Google-style database. But instead of the open web, you're searching just those 800 plus encyclopedias and dictionaries. I'm going to show you how to filter out images and videos. I'm going to show you how to use the mind map, which is our exploratory search tool. It's also a fantastic tool for middle schoolers, learning how to kind of narrow in on a focus and focus in on a specific topic. I'm going to show you how you can treat Credo like a bookshelf. I've been talking a bit about that content that you have access to of the over 800 titles. You can open up titles individually. You can read titles individually from cover to cover. You can search titles individually. I'm going to show you what that's all about. I'm going to show you how you can find specific titles that fit your topic of interest, and then we're going to browse through those books. How to access. Now, I'm going to show you a very simple way to access, but before I do that, I want to stress that if you're going to be accessing Credo via your South Carolina public library, every library is different. Every public library system has its own unique website. So you'll find a link to Credo somewhere on there, but it's not going to be on the same place, and every single library is not going to have it in the same place, is what I mean. So look for things, links that say online databases or research. The best thing you can do, though, would simply be to ask your librarian, because not only does your public library have Credo, but they have probably a dozen other databases that they're endorsing, that they trust, that they want your students to use if they're overwhelmed by the wild west of the open web. All right, let's step out of here. And we're going to move to the Discus page. Now, this is scdiscus.org. You may have other ways to access Credo. Like I said, you might be going to your public library's database page, something like that. But you can also go to scdiscus.org and click on the A to Z list. We are C for Credo, so you scroll all the way down to Credo, and you'll be able to find us right there. And you click that link, and this is Credo for Discus. You can see that little logo right at the top of the screen there. So this is what Credo looks like. This is what you're going to land on when you click that link to Credo. And you'll see that we have 860 full-text reference books. That is what makes up your title list. So I'm going to be showing you how to treat Credo like a Google-style database where we're going to be searching those 860 reference books. All of those books are full text. They include all the images that you'll find in the books. And when I run a search, you're going to be searching two groups of content. You're going to be searching that bucket filled with 860 reference books, but you're also going to be searching a bucket filled with 10,000 topic pages. Topic pages are kind of standalone pages on the platform. I'm going to spend some time on that, but for the meantime, let's focus on just running a search. So I'll run a search for the first African-American president that the United States has ever had, Barack Obama. Now I have options where I can do a basic search. I can use this drop down to do different types of searches, but to keep things simple, I'm going to start with a basic search. I can also pre-select different subject areas to search within, but I'm going to keep all subjects. And I'm going to actually take that senior off. I think it automatically added that. There we are. And I'm going to run a search on Barack Obama. So here is my result page. As I mentioned, you're going to be seeing two different buckets of content. We see topic pages listed at the top of the screen. There's only one for Barack Obama. And then underneath that, full text articles and more. I'm going to skip topic pages for now. I'm going to end this demonstration with topic pages. So let's just pretend that's not there for the moment and move down. So as you can see, we have a result list for articles, excuse me, named Barack Obama, from different encyclopedias, different dictionaries from different publishers. Credo, the company, is not a publisher. We take content, we take encyclopedias and dictionaries from over 100 publishers, and we put their content onto our platform. So you can see as I scroll down the list, a general reference encyclopedia article from Britannica, Encyclopedia of American Studies view of Barack Obama, followed by the African American Almanac. These are all books that make up your Credo title list. Barack Obama, the Encyclopedia of African American Writing. We have Freedom Facts and First, 400 Years of the African American Civil Rights Experience, Dictionary of American Government and Politics. I can go on, and whatever it is your student is researching, you'll be able to find some solid, citable background information right here. I'll open up this article just to show you what it looks like. Barack Obama, Democrat, 2009 to 2016. And you can see that it's a data panel. Perfect, just what your students need to do their basic information on Barack Obama, gather information about his presidency, the highs and the lows, and then you have a full citation at the bottom of the screen. This is full text. This is exactly what you would read if you had the print version of the new big book of U.S. presidents, fascinating facts about each and every president, including an American history timeline, open in front of you. Now this image of Obama, you can copy, you can email, you can link to. You're welcome, and your students are welcome to use this image in their paper and in their homework. And if you are teaching proper research techniques, you can show them that the full citation is found on the bottom of the screen, available in 4 different formats so they can easily cite their work and cite the image as well. On the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see links to related content, pointing to a lot of Hillary Clinton content here, it looks like. But these are all links that point to Credo content, additional Credo content. So the Palgrave-Macmillan Dictionary of Women's Biography, From Suffrage to the Senate, America's Political Women. These are all ebooks that make up your Credo collection. At the top of every page, you have these little icons here that allow you to save things more permanently. So you can save this article for your session, and that'll be stored up here in the little folder at the top of the screen, which I'm highlighting. You can also translate the content of this page using our Google Translate feature. You can embed full text articles directly into your LMS or VLE. So for example, if your school uses like Moodle or Blackboard or Canvas or another type, maybe one focused on K-12 schools, work with us. If you want to embed content directly into your course pages, you can do that with these URLs here. Every single article has one. You can email an article to anyone. You can print to PDF. You can also export to Google Drive. So I can save this entire Barack Obama article right to Google Drive just by clicking Export to Google Drive. There it is in my list. And there's my article, now saved in my Google Drive, so I can edit it. I can make sure I keep it and take it home with me, and of course I have my full citation at the bottom of the screen too. All right, back to Credo. So you'll find these little buttons at the top of every full text article. We've only looked at one. Let's go back. I'm going to go back to search results here to take a look at more Obama content. Now, we've taken a look at one article. There's many, many more. They're all set up in the same way. But you have options at the top of the screen to filter. So we have an image filter, for example. If I click Images, that will take out any article that does not contain an image relating to Barack Obama from your results. You might find some things that aren't of Obama, but Obama is referenced in the article that you are looking at. So if I open up this one with all of those images from Rourke's Complete History of Our Presidents Encyclopedia, the Barack Obama page has Joe Biden right at the top, followed by great images that can all be used. Right-click on any of the image. There are his opponents in one of the elections. Right-click, copy, save, etc. All kinds of information relating to his presidency. And of course, at the top of the screen, you have those icons to save, print, embed, anything you like. And we go back to results. So we filtered by image. Now I'm going to filter by mind map. Now this isn't necessarily a filter, it's just a new tool. You're going to find links to the mind map kind of all over the place. There's a link at the top of the screen here. There's also a mind map offering right from the drop-down menu. So just select mind map. I'm going to filter mind map. They all go to the same place. I'm going to filter Barack Obama search by mind map. And I'm going to get a map which is really ideal for people that are doing exploratory search. My teacher is making me do a paper on Barack Obama, but not just on Barack Obama. I have to do something very specific on Barack Obama. So I look around Barack Obama and I see all kinds of different terms that relate in some way to Barack Obama. I can click on Michelle Obama, the First Lady, and you can see different terms opening up. Now over here on the right, we're showing you articles related to whatever the central node is, in our case, Michelle Obama. So you can see Michelle Obama content taken from Suffrage to the Senate, America's Political Women, Hutchinson Encyclopedia, Marquis Who's Who in the World, Chambers Dictionary of Great Quotations, Encyclopedia of American Studies, all showing Obama and Michelle Obama content. I can click any of these links. I'll click that one. It opens that content that I'm looking for to get my background information on Michelle Obama, complete with full citation, and these icons on the top so I can save things a little bit more permanently. Now this opened in a new tab, so I'm going to close this tab down to get back to my mind map. Click on different things here. Back to Barack Obama. Click on George W. Bush, John McCain, Mitt Romney. As you can see, you can kind of jump from node to node and get different vocabulary words that can help inform your research. So that's our mind map. And you'll see that it's found at the top of the screen. It's also available in your drop-down menu here. And it can be whatever you want to search. So if I want to search Julius Caesar, now all my content is focused on Julius Caesar, and my articles over on the right are focusing on Julius Caesar. And I can click on Augustus, and now all my articles on the right are focusing on Augustus. So it's a fun tool to use no matter what it is you're researching. Go ahead and try it out. You might find your end users really appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to go back and rerun a search on Barack Obama, just to finish that up a bit. I've shown you what a basic search looks like. We haven't yet opened a topic page. We filtered by image, we filtered by mind map, and you can see all these articles from different perspectives, from different publishers, offering citable, simple background information to get your student basically fact-based, grounded in fact, before they dive into further research. Now on the left-hand side of the screen, I do want to point out some of these features here. You have Public Core is the name of your collection, and that is a title collection that has content appropriate for public libraries. And that includes juvenile content. Student Core is a subset of Public Core, but it will allow you to filter out some content that might be a little bit younger, a little bit more user-friendly. Or, you know, we still include high school age content in there as well, but we'll take out any of that high-level academic content. I think we've already seen this one. Yeah. Great content. This is a title that's especially accessible for younger users. Simple fact boxes, how to say certain words. Great images. Hit the back button of my browser. And I'm right back where I started. So that's collection. So if you are interested in kind of filtering down to a slightly younger collection, just filter by Student Core. You can also filter by collection. So if you're looking for Barack Obama content, but you want to focus on African American studies, you might select Ethnic Studies right here. And now all of the content is from African American Almanac, Black Firsts, 400 Years of African American Civil Rights, Encyclopedia of African American Writing. So you get a very clear perspective of African American influence in Barack Obama's life in that, or depiction within there. You can add different topics as well: criminology and law, biography, to make your result set larger and larger. I'm going to clear all filters down here. Then we'll come back to this filter list over here on the left. Now you have access to about 2,000 videos and animations. And if there is a video relating to your search term, for Barack Obama in our case, there's one video, and that's where you're going to see it listed. So if I select, let's filter by that one video, we can see that there is a video that contains Barack Obama information. So I'll open up this video and see that the video player lives right on the screen. It is closed captioned. You have the buttons here. You can embed this into your Moodle. You can email it. You can save it. You can link directly to it, by the way. Every single page has this little chain link icon at the top of the screen that allows you to link directly to anything, should you choose to. Now, the majority of your videos are going to be about 30 seconds to 3 minutes long, but there are a couple of outliers and exceptions to that rule. This happens to be one of the exceptions to that rule. We have the McNeil-Lehrer NewsHour Productions United States President's videos, as well as world leader videos, and those are going to be about 15 minutes long each. So we'll watch about 15 seconds of a video here, just so you can kind of see what the quality is.
Mr. President, must have been a little unpleasant for you to wake up this morning and see this headline. Washington Post poll shows Obama slipping on key issues, approval rating on health care falls below 50%. What's that mean?
It means that what we're doing is hard. And, yeah, the truth is,
I'll stop it right there. You get the idea. You can go full screen. You can link directly to it. You can embed the content, anything that you like. There's a full citation, of course, at the bottom of the screen. All right, so that's filtering by video and your basic Barack Obama search. I'm going to switch gears just to show you that we're not all politics and history. I'm going to do a quick search on the nervous system to show you that we've got a ton more content as well. So I'm going to do my basic search on the nervous system, skipping topic pages for now. Whoops, there we are. Underneath, you see all these great articles named nervous system from medical encyclopedias and dictionaries. I'm going to go ahead and click on this Nervous System in the Human Body Book, an illustrated guide to its structure, function, and disorders. You can see we have some lovely atlases of anatomy. Full citation at the bottom of the screen. Right-click on it to copy it, copy the image, share the image, download the image. Icons at the top to share, save, print, email, embed. And a permalink at the top of the screen that allows me to link directly to this particular article, should I choose to. So if you have a course page, you just want to link to this atlas of anatomy of the nervous system, you can do that. When your students click the link on that course page, this is exactly where they'll be brought. All right, I go back to my search results. I'm going to limit by images now, and that will show every article that Credo has in your 860 book title list that contains images relating to the nervous system. Of course, you can choose whichever image you'd like to look at. This is from Homework Helpers Biology. Here aimed really at middle and high school. We'll get into that in just a bit, with all of your little icons at the top for saving and exporting and things like that. If I do a mind map filter on my nervous system, I get a mind map on the nervous system. Fairly simple to see, as you can determine right on the screen. There we are. Now I do want to show you that I've filtered by image here after nervous system, but you can also just basically run an image search right off the top. If you're just looking for an image and synthesis, and we have over 200,000, so no matter what image you're looking for, they're great for science classes and things like that. Your students can click on this image, they can right-click on it, copy it, print it out, put it into their homework, and take that full citation at the bottom of the screen should they choose to cite their work. I'll put image search up here again, and I'll do something different. I'll say Michelangelo. It can be art, it can be history, it can be science. We have images in every subject area. Now we see the works of Michelangelo Buonarroti and Caravaggio. I didn't specify, I just said Michelangelo. And I can right-click. Here's the tomb of Julius II, carved by Michelangelo of Florence. And I can right-click on the image, copy it, save it, get all my information about this particular work of art. All right, so I'm going to go back and rerun my search on nervous system one more time. Over in my media facet, I see that I have 30 videos relating to the nervous system. You'll find more videos in the sciences than you will in any other topic. So medical and science, you'll find all kinds of 30-minute basic videos, reference videos giving you foundational information. All right. So I'm going to go back to Barack Obama one more time just to go full circle. And I'm going to show you what a topic page is. Now, up until this point, everything that we have looked at has been Credo content. All the results here, these are articles taken from your Credo title list. When we saw the images, those were images taken out of the Credo title list, 860 titles that are part of your collection. When we went to the mind map, we were looking at nodes and links pointing to Credo content from your Credo title list. Topic pages will sometimes break that rule, and that's why I'm showing it to you separately. Topic pages have the ability to display content outside of Credo. As you can see as we scroll down the page, those databases there. So let me get there in just a moment. So what a topic page is meant to do, it is meant to aggregate much of your library's e-resource content all on one topic, all on one screen. In this case, it's Discus's e-resource content because Discus has its one account that you all share. So this isn't pointing to your specific library's databases, it's pointing to Discus's shared databases. So what a topic page does, everything that you're looking at on the screen now is from Credo content, background information, just who is Barack Obama, 10 paragraphs or less with a continue reading button there. You have a list of related topic pages over on the right. Images taken from the Credo title list, and then articles from Credo right here, followed by articles from other Discus databases relating to Barack Obama. We're seeing EBSCO content and Gale content. These will link directly to the Discus instance of these platforms. So we're not showing you the full text of a Gale article. We're not showing you the full text of an EBSCO article. We're showing you a snippet, and we're giving you a live link. When you click that link, you will leave the Credo platform and you will land on the hosting platform. So for example, with Google Books, this is exactly what the functionality would be. I click Dreams from My Father. I leave the Credo platform. I land on the Google Books platform to continue my search. This opens in a new tab, so I can easily get back to my, there's a topic page. There it is. So these are all databases that Discus is providing to you all, and we're displaying those results right on the Credo screen. So maybe this will be a useful library instruction tool for you. When you give somebody a tour of the library, you can say, okay, we're studying Barack Obama. Here's your background information. This gives you the date he was born and the major highlights of his life and career thus far. On the right, we see a list of topics that relate in some way to Barack Obama. Images, and then I can scroll down and say, and here's what Britannica is, and you have access to that as well. Here's what opposing viewpoints is, and you can access that as well. So you're able to kind of instruct and teach your end users about the other resources in your library right from the Credo screen, kind of mimicking or mirroring the research process by starting with that background information, grounding yourself in factual information on a specific topic, and then opening up your curiosity to the different articles that the library is endorsing from these fact-based resources. All right, so that's a topic page. You have 10,000 of them. And if I click on another one, I'll click on Supreme Court, for example. It's a Supreme Court topic page, information about the Supreme Court, related topics over on the right, followed by Supreme Court content from Gale and EBSCO and Britannica, all pointing to Discus related content. Of course, we do have a permalink on every page as well, so you can link directly to any topic page that you choose. All right. What I'd like to end today with is showing you your title list. So up until this point, we've been doing a lot of searches. Then we've been seeing article, full text article results. We've been seeing image results. We've been seeing mind map results from this list of 860 titles. So where is that list of 860 titles? Right up here, find a book. Here's how you can treat Credo like a bookshelf. This is your title list. All of these books are clickable. Click on any title, go to the table of contents page, browse it, search it, read it from cover to cover if you want to. Use these subject filters over on the left. Here's animals and veterinary medicine. I'll open up Barron's Encyclopedia of Dog Breeds. And as I mentioned, every book has a table of contents, that's what we're on, with a unique URL with that permalink right there. I can link directly to this book or any book by using that permalink at the top of the screen. And I can see a fully scrollable, clickable list of articles. Alphabetical listing of entry headings. Full list of images found in this book. All sorts of different dog breeds. Click on contents again. I'll go to the German short-haired pointer. For all those dog enthusiasts, and I know you know many of them, data tables about these animals, pictures of these animals, all the information you need about this particular animal. At the top of the screen where you have these little icons for embedding and saving, right above that you have opportunities to turn the page. So you could just read this book from cover to cover. I click next article. Now I'm looking at the German wire-haired pointer. Next article. If I can't choose a dog and I just want to see every dog, I can simply turn the page. And every book has that functionality. So I'm going to go back to find a book and I'm going to show you a few tricks. So we have the collections tab here, as you can see. We've filtered out Dorling Kindersley's Eyewitness collection. So if I filter DK Eyewitness, here are your over 60 titles, and this is just straight juvenile reference, right? So this is aimed at 9, 10, 11-year-olds in your life, and it's the full text. It's exactly what you would read. The print version is probably on your own bookshelf in your own library. Open up to the book's table of contents page, and you can open up any of these articles and simply turn the page. Click on Roman Theater. It's exactly what you would read in the print version of the Dorling Kindersley book, Ancient Rome. To get back to the book's table of contents, simply click the name of the book, and you're right back to that table of contents. So how did I find that again? I go to Find a Book, or you could just rewind. This is a recording. Go to Find a Book, scroll down to Collections, select DK Eyewitness, and there are all your titles. We clear that filter, and I can click Math and Statistics and see these great enrichment tools. Again, all of these books have complete tables of contents. They're browsable, they're searchable, they're linkable. Just want to highlight a few special titles for you, and I'm going to do that by using the book search option at the top of the screen here. And I'm going to do title searches. That's what book search means. Title keyword searching. So if I want to find that human body book, that Atlas of Anatomy, I type in human body. Click search, and any title that contains the words human body in it will display. 3 of my 860 titles. These are the books returning results when I run searches. What about presidents? Handy answer, president book, new big book of US presidents, Rourke's complete history of our presidents. Native Americans, Native Tribes of North America, Native American Almanac, Rourke's Native American History and Culture Encyclopedia. Again, with a full table of contents page, images, Click on this image of a tomahawk. Bite-sized information with some great images, again, right, perfect for those 4th, 5th, 6th graders. Back to find a book. Still on book search. I want to find books on algebra. If I want to find STEM content for young users. STEM every day. Guides to calculating time, guides to construction, to cooking, to maps, to space. SAT prep, Barron's new SAT, and PSAT. GED, we have that too. Right there, how to prepare for the GED test. We'll be adding ASVAB as well, ASVAB, a military test. Probably in February or March 2017. So if you're watching this after February, March 2017, you probably have access to ASVAB, and you would simply type in ASVAB and it would display. Dog, I mean, really just put your own topic in here. See what kind of books that we have on it. Oh, it's Andromeda. There we are. Teach yourself algebra, Catholicism, confident coaching. These are some business titles for your history, your high school students getting into thinking about college and whatnot. So definitely come to the Find a Book. You can treat Credo like a flat out bookshelf if you want to. You can browse any topic and explore to your heart's content. So that, in a nutshell, is Credo Reference, available for free, provided to you by the State Library of South Carolina. You can find a direct link to us by going to scdiscus.org and clicking on the A to Z list, and then C for Credo, and you can dive in and start playing around. Remember that you can search us with a big search box. You can also use the Find a Book feature to browse our titles. And don't forget our mind map for that fun exploratory searching. Thank you very much for coming. Any questions at all can be sent to me directly, lisa.hill@credoreference.com, or to support@credoreference.com. Thank you.